Everybody, thank you for joining us today. My name is Mithali Karmarkar and I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager at South African Tourism for their Middle East, India and Southeast Asia market. So we're here today to talk a little bit about our roadshow that has just started in Ahmedabad. We have come from Bengaluru. So we've completed Bengaluru, we're in Ahmedabad, we're going to Calcutta tomorrow, followed by Delhi. I'm also going to talk to you a bit about South Africa, where we are in terms of arrivals, how is Ahmedabad as a market for us, and then just take you through our key pillars of growth for 2026 for South Africa. 4 months ago, it's called the Electronic Travel Authorization, and this is going to be a game changer. As a consumer, you can log online, apply for your visa by giving just your accommodation details, your flight details, your bank statements, and you take a picture against a white backdrop and you get your visa within 24 to 48 hours. So this is an absolute game changer for us in terms of our arrivals to South Africa. We do corporate think tanks. Last year we did it in 4 cities. This year we'll be doing it in 5 or 6 cities. We will definitely be focusing on Ahmedabad as one of the cities as well. What we do is we bring in leaders in the corporate sector in a closed door event where we discuss how we can assist you and what we can help you with when you bring larger MICE groups to the country. Learn South Africa is another program that we have initiated. Learn South Africa essentially teaches agents in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We try and give them more knowledge about South Africa and we help them sell the destination better. Everybody knows about the Western November 2025. Ahmedabad falls within the top 10 markets within India for South Africa. It happens to be one of our biggest MICE markets for South Africa. Ahmedabad did about 40.6% of MICE from the city, followed by business at 38.8%. Being one of the biggest MICE markets, it's a given that majority of the arrivals from Ahmedabad fall into Gauteng, Johannesburg at about 58%. 20% then falls into Western Cape, Cape Town, 20% falls into Eastern Cape, and the balance 20 in KZN. The consumers from Ahmedabad love culture. So our research tells us that about 40% or 41% of our arrivals from Ahmedabad indulge in cultural activities, followed by wildlife and nature at about 40.9%. Growth is going to be in South African tourism, and what our focus is going to be for this year. We're looking at visa reforms and accessibility. We're looking at direct connectivity. We're going to be looking at focusing on MICE and corporate travel, geographical spread, and lastly and very importantly, World Cup 2027. In terms of visas, South Africa has strategically tried to do an ease of visa process for India, starting with the sticker visa that used to take about 15 to 20 days has now been reduced to about 5 to 7 working days. We've then introduced the TTOS scheme, which is the Trusted Tour Operator scheme, which has 35 travel trade from India that are visa facilitators. These travel trade can help facilitate visas for you. These visas take about 5 to 7 working days as well, but you don't have to physically submit your passport. This can be done digitally.
Good morning everybody, my name is Mithali Karmarkar. I am the Marketing and Communications Manager at South African Tourism for their Middle East, India and Southeast Asia market. South Africa we're here today to talk about the South African Tourism Roadshow, which is happening in Ahmedabad. We've just come from Bangalore. We're in Ahmedabad today and we're going to be going to Calcutta tomorrow, followed by Delhi. We are looking at about 250 travel agents to participate in our roadshow in Ahmedabad. South Africa has received about 69,680 arrivals from India. Ahmedabad happens to be one of our biggest markets for MICE, with 40.8% of our travel that comes from Ahmedabad is for MICE. and we have another 38.8% that comes from business from Ahmedabad. In terms of arrivals, majority of the arrivals fall into Gauteng, which is at 58%, and 20% of the arrivals then go to Cape Town, Eastern Cape, and KZN. In terms of what do consumers from Ahmedabad like to do, 41% of our consumers from Ahmedabad enjoy cultural activities, and 40% of them enjoy nature and wildlife. What our focus areas for India is going to be this year is going to be visa reforms, it's going to be direct connectivity, focus on MICE and corporates, World Cup 2027, and lastly geographical spread. We've recently launched the electronic travel authorization, which guarantees you a visa within 24 to 48 hours, which is going to be a game changer for us. And hopefully with the direct airlines, which we are really and truly hoping gets launched by 2026, a combination of these two is going to be lethal and is truly going to help us achieve our targets for the year of 2026, which is our pre-COVID numbers of 1 lakh tourists. Thank you so much.
So what are your expectations from Gujarat?
So Gujarat, in fact, like I said, is one of our biggest MICE markets. So our focus in Gujarat, specifically in Ahmedabad, is going to be MICE. We are going to be conducting MICE think tanks in Ahmedabad, where we're going to get corporates in one room, educate them about the offerings in South Africa, and also share with them in terms of how we can help them, what are the kind of discounts that we can provide to them to help us get larger groups to South Africa. We're also going to do Learn Essay in South Africa, which is educating the travel trade about the different offerings that South Africa has, which is just so much more than Cape Town and Western Cape. We're going to educate them about the other regions in South Africa, which not many tourists visit, but are absolutely beautiful and also give you more value for your money.
Okay, thank you.